Hello, hello, my beautiful students. How are you today? I hope that you are pretty fine. So today we are going to continue with these topics that I have for you. And then we are going to be having some other classes. That's super cool. That's super great. For that reason, let me show to you this PowerPoint presentation that I have here for you today, okay? Bueno, let me make it big. Excellent, that's it, that's it. And we are going to be continuing with the topics that we have for this week. We can do it, yes. Ay, es que me intenté pintar para ti bonito, pero no me salió. Bueno. Let's continue with this that I have here for you. Here we go. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Excellent. As always, it is great to see you. Super good to see you. And let me say hello to you. But here we go with this that I have here. What are we going to be doing today? Oh, don't worry. This is going to be so cool, so easy, so amazing. For that reason, here we go. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. Yesterday we were practicing with this speaking class. That was great. But now we are going to be practicing with this that I have here for you. Maybe you already know it. A lo mejor ya te lo sabes. That's incredible. That's super cool. That's super great. But let's continue with this. Okay. You already know that the verbs have and have got are going to be meaning the same. Yes, but remember that have is going to be more usual in American English and have got is going to be more usual in British English. They are pretty similar, but they are going to be having some differences. For example, you already know this, no? Do you have an eraser? Yes, I have. Yes, I do. Yes, no, yes, I have. No. Yes, I have an eraser. I didn't finish. Do you have an eraser? Yes, I have an eraser. Oh, yes, I do. Or do you have an extra pencil? No, I don't. Or no, I don't have an extra pencil. Long or short answer. And that's cool. And that's great. But now, with this, do they have a TV? Yes, they do. Or yes, they have a TV. Do they have a radio? No, they don't. Oh, no, they don't have a radio. That's great. But remember that with the third person, we are going to be having does. Does he have a radio? Yes, he does. He has a radio. Or does he have a car? No, he doesn't. He doesn't have a car. That's cool and that's great. No, does she have books? Yes, she does, because I'm asking in present. She has books. Does she have pencils? No, she doesn't, or she doesn't have pencils. Ooh, careful with the verbs, with the answers that we are going to be giving. This is the verb to have in American English, but in present, okay? I have, you have, she has, she has. Never forget that has is going to be changing. Or she doesn't have, or does he? This is from present simple. Okay, with the verb have. Remember that the verb have is going to be divided into different pieces. I have, or with this personal pronouns he, she, it is going to be, you are going to be having has. That is the same that have, or we, you, they with have. Excellent. This is the verb have in American English. I have a ball. She has a balloon. And here is the correct way in which we are going to be conjugating them. I have, they have, they are going to be the plurals and this I, no? And the singulars are going to be going with the has. What could it be here the correct answer? My father has a car. Excellent. My father has a car. And here, a cat. I have a cat. Excellent. Super cool and super good. I 2 ears. What could it be? I have 2 ears. That's good. That's a verb having present simple. But remember that we are going to be having a difference between have and have got. Do you remember which one are going to be those differences? Let me show you. Remember that in, with the verb have in British English, we are going to be having got. I have got or I've got the contractions. And the way in which I'm going to be asking is going to be this. Have I got? Have I got a car? Have I got a house? Oh, I haven't got a cat. I haven't got a car. That is going to be the verb have, but in British with got. She has got the same that in American has, always, but never forget to use the word got. She has got a beautiful dog. She's got a beautiful dog, but be careful with this, okay? Because in American English, if you say he's a beautiful dog, o puede estar diciéndole es un hermoso perro, o él tiene un hermoso perro. Cuidado con las contracciones. Has he got? He hasn't got. She hasn't got a cat. He hasn't got a dog. This is going to be the present with have or have got in American or in British. That's cool. Just as a review, okay. You know that in affirmative, in British English, I have got is the same that I've got, the contraction. You have got, you've got. Never forget got, because if you don't use got in British, it is going to be incorrect. Or maybe you are creating a verb have, but in American English, okay? He's got is the same that he has got. It's got is the same that it's got, or they've got, it's the same that they have got. Cool. In affirmative, but in negative, you already know that in British English with this verb, we are going to be having I have got, or I haven't got, or I have not got. Okay, you can be adding not to this. I have not got. He has not got. My has is not going to be changing like in American English that tends to do and does. The verb is going to be going back to its formal way or form, but no, in this case, no. Have and has are going to be here with us forever and ever. Yes, sir. We haven't got, or my sisters haven't got, I don't know, vacations. They haven't got candies for the party, or they have not got candies for the party. Haven't got or have got, depending. And for questions, remember that your have is going to be at the beginning. And you're got at the end, okay? Have I got a new cell phone? Careful with the answers. That's why today we are checking this topic, because we are having some situations and with the answers. Oh my goodness, do you have a book? Yes, I do. Do you have a book? Yes, I have. No. Be careful with these answers that you are going to be having for these two kind of verbs, that they are going to be the same, but they are going to be certain differences. For that reason is that we are checking this today, but also we are like playing with these similarities and differences. Be careful. Have you got? Yes, I have, or no, I haven't. You are not talking about present perfect. Present perfect is going to be yes, I have. You gone? Yes, I have. It's going to be the same answer. British English with the verb have got, or your present perfect in British or American English. That is the situation, and that's why sometimes it is a kind of little confusing how we are going to be using the answer for yes, I have, no, I don't have, I haven't, or what. That's where we are going to be having these moments or doubts that we are going to be saying, oh my goodness, how can I answer to this? This is the answer. American English, do I ask with do or does? I need to answer with do and does, because we are speaking in English, well, in present, but there is American. Here in British, as I am asking with have or with has, your answer is going to be with have or with has, or haven't or hasn't, as you wish, depending what you are going to be answering. Okay, but be careful. But if I ask, have you been to London? Yes, I have. Because I'm asking with have also, or with has, but it doesn't matter because that is present perfect. In this case, I'm talking about another verb, not about a tense. I'm talking about a verb. That is going to be the difference that we are going to be having with these topics or tenses or verbs that we are going to have here. Be careful, don't get confused with that. For that reason, we are going to continue with this that I have here for you. Oh my goodness, it is going to be easy. Yes, you are going to be helping me to complete this that I have here for you. For example, our teacher got a new car. He bought it last week. What could it be the answer? Our teacher has, oh, I cannot. Our teacher has got a new car. He bought it last week. Excellent. Next, I got some crayons in my pencil case. They are green, red, yellow, and blue. What do we have? Yes, I have got some crayons in my pencil case. They are green, red, yellow, and blue. Cool. Let's go with this one. Have you got my pencil? I'm going to place here. No, I haven't. Good job. I think that this in British is going to be a kind of little more complicated than in American. Okay, here we go with this one. Have or haven't, has or hasn't. We got some pets at home. The dog is my favorite. Got some pets at home. The dog is my favorite. What do you think? We have got some pets at home. The dog is my favorite. Cool. My aunt got 2 children. Their names are Peter and Mary. What do you think? What is it? What is it? My aunt has got 2 children. Their names are Peter and Mary. Excellent. Next, Paul got the keys. I haven't got them. I haven't got them. Paul hasn't got the keys. I got them. I got them. Excellent. Let's see this. My granddad got a cane, bastón. He doesn't need it. What could it be? What could it be? My granddad hasn't got a cane. He doesn't need it. Excellent. My grandma doesn't get a cane. He doesn't need it. Next, we got any diamond ring. They are too expensive. What do you think? We haven't. Excellent. Got any diamond rings. They are too expensive. They got any radiator at home. They live in Jamaica. They live in Jamaica. They haven't got. Excellent. They haven't got any radiator. They live in Jamaica. Cool. Sarah is a beautiful girl. She got long fair hair and green eyes. What could it be? What could it be? She has got. Excellent. She has got long fair hair and green eyes. They got some beautiful books. They love reading. They love reading. They have got some beautiful books. They love reading. That's good. Excellent. What do you think? Easy or she got the money. It's in the safe. She got the money. It's in the safe. She hasn't got the money. It's in the safe. Cool. Excellent. Was it easy or difficult? Easy, right? I'm going to appear one more time because you were not able to see the questions. Okay, now we are going to start. Now, let me know if you have any question related with have, I have got, do you have? Yes, I do. Have you got? Yes, I have. No, I haven't. And with present perfect. Cool. Let's continue with this. And now we are going to be talking about adverbs. We are not going to be talking about all adverbs that we are going to be having because they are a lot. But little by little, we are going to be talking about the different kind or the kind of adverbs that we are going to be finding. Okay, in order to start, let's say, or let's see, what is an adverb? What could it be an adverb? Do you remember what an adverb is or what is an adverb? Well, we are going to start from the beginning. Let's remember that an adverb is a word that is going to be describing a verb, also an adjective, or it could be that he can be describing to another adverb. And the adverbs are going to be telling us how, where, when, how much, how many, and with what frequency we are going to be having or doing some things or actions. Okay. But for that, let me tell you that we are going to be having different kind of adverbs. And they are going to be telling us different things. For example, if you want to talk about how a thing is or has been done, we are going to be having this. For example, quietly, peacefully, carefully, slowly, badly, closely, easily, well, fast, quickly, or cheerfully. How? The things we're doing. Careful, because not the adverbs are going to be having tli or li. They are going to be different adverbs that are going to be having different spelling. For example, well and fast. Fastly could it be also. Where, for example, we are going to be having above, abroad, far away, back, here, outside, backyard, behind, below, and down. Or if we are going to be talking about time, when we are going to be having, for example, now, yesterday, soon, later, tomorrow, yet, already, tonight, today, then, last year. Everything related to time. Or if we are going to be asking or talking about much, how much, we are going to be having like quite, fairly, too, enormously, entirely, very, extremely, rather, almost, absolutely, or just. Just, it's going to be also an adverb. Or if we want to talk about the frequency, we are going to be having always, sometimes, often, frequently, normally, generally, occasionally, seldom, rarely, and never. You already know a lot of adverbs, but maybe you don't know that you know that. These are super easy. You have different words from here, and from here. Super duper easy for you. Remember that an adverb, as I was telling you, is going to be telling us how an action that is going to be a verb is being done. Really? Yes. For example, the adverb is going to be describing the verb, and sometimes it is going to be modifying some adjectives or another adverbs, as we were saying. For example, Superman flew quickly. Quickly is going to be an adverb. The word quickly is mentioning how Superman was doing this action. That is a situation. Or quickly is going to be the adverb because it's telling us how an action was being done. In this case, how an action was being done. Okay, is going to be describing the verb. What is an adverb? Again, yes. Modifies a verb, an adjective, or also another adverb. How we are going to be doing that? Like this. Mike scrambled quickly from the icy pond. Scramble is going to be my verb, and my adverb is going to be this, the quickly ones that is going to be telling us how something was happening. In this case, it is modifying the verb here. Or for example, he was extremely cold. This adverb, extremely, is telling us about how the things were doing and telling us more about the main verb. He was extremely cold. Oh my goodness. Or here I have another example. He had fallen into the pond quite accidentally. Here we are modifying another adverb. Can you believe it? Here in the same situation with the word quickly, I'm modifying the verb. With the word extremely, I'm modifying the adjectives, and with the word quite, I'm modifying another adverb. Un poco accidentalmente, ¿no? Quickly, extremely, and quite. As I was telling you, maybe you know it, but we were not scratching more about this topic. Some examples of adverbs that are going to be modifying some situations. Here I have, for example, the adverb that is going to be modifying adverb. Here it is. The mother tenderly moved the pup. Here, we are going to be modifying the verb. The mother tenderly moved. Tiernamente movió. ¿Cómo? Tiernamente. Excellent. That is going to be how an adverb is going to be modifying the verb that I have here, that is going to be having this adverb. Also, we are going to be having the adverbs that are going to be modifying an adjective. An adjective, remember, that is a word that tells us how a thing is. For example, a very kind woman helped me. That is an adverb, yes. Kind is the adjective. ¿Cómo son las cosas o las personas? Adverb is going to be modifying the verb, or in this case, the adjective. A very kind woman helped me. Una mujer muy amable me ayudó. Excellent. Or for examples, we are going to be having other adverbs that are going to be helping us, but now to modify another adverb. Really? Yes. For example, they made wolf hunt extremely well. We have two adverbs. Yes, we have. Here we have two adverbs, extremely and well. Extremely and well. What could it be? What could it be? What could it be? Cool. Excellent. You can do it. You can do it. The male wolf hunt extremely well. Okay, let me show you different kind of adverbs or type of adverbs that we are going to be having. Por eso te digo, hoy no los vamos a ver todos porque es muchísimo y te me vas a aburrir. No te estamos empezando de manera general con lo que ya sabes y adentrándote un poco más en el tema, porque vamos a ir viendo cada tipo de adverbios, ¿sale? Así que usted tranquis. Bueno, adverbs, as we were saying, are going to be words that are used in sentences to describe or change the meaning of a verb. Adjective or another adverb. We already know by memory. Cool. We are going to be having adverbs of time. Like, for example, once, never, tomorrow, daily, etc. He will visit the hospital tomorrow. That is going to be an adverb of time. The results were announced yesterday. That is an adverb of time. No, when we are giving extra information in the sentence, those were the adverbs of time, but also we are going to be having adverbs of place. Adverb of place, yes. For example, anywhere, somewhere, near, far. They will meet you there. They will meet you there or in there. Oh, that's cool. Oh, in the spring, flowers bloom everywhere. Those are going to be adverbs of place. Okay. Also, we are going to be having some adverbs of manner. Adverbs of manner, what is that? For example, honestly, joyfully, cunningly, and so on. For example, he quietly slipped away. He works fast. He works slowly. Lentamente, he works slowly. What do you think? Also, we are going to be having some adverbs of degree. For example, fully, partially, altogether, and so on. With those, we are going to be talking about degrees. Here I have some questions. She almost finished the work. Casi termina el trabajo. O por ejemplo, they were completely surprised by the windfall. Those are going to be other adverbs, but related to degree. Now we are going to be having adverbs of frequency that are very useful and that you already know them. Frequently, often, never, always, briefly, as you wish. Any word that is related to the frequency. For example, he likes to watch TV every day. I never do exercise. They meet every weekend. Those are going to be the adverbs of frequency that are super easy and that you already know them. Pero, ¿qué crees? We are going to be having adverbs of comment. Adverbs of comments, yes, for example, unfortunately, luckily, happily, honestly. Oh, luckily, the dog did not bite the children. Oh, happily, the power returned before the big match. Those are going to be adverbs of comment. Also, we are going to be having some adverbs of conjunction. Remember that we have been talking about conjunctions. However, consequently, moreover, conversely, and so on. Here we have, for example, however you look at it, it's still a mess, or he enjoys selling and moreover is good at that. We are going to be making use of our adverbs in different tenses. Don't worry about them, okay? Adverbs of confirmation and negation. Definitely, absolutely, surely, never. They will certainly like this vase. He never leaves his house. Those are going to be different kind of adverbs. What do you think? They are not so difficult, right? Because they are some words that you already know, but sometimes we don't know that we are talking about adverbs. And as I was telling you, we are going to be having a lot of adverbs or a lot of type of adverbs. Well, actually, they are going to be 8, but it's like, oh my goodness, there are a lot of adverbs. Yes, but little by little, because there are a lot of words that you already know that you used to use every single day or when you are speaking in English. And they are going to be adverbs, adverbs of time, adverbs of comment, adverbs of manner, adverbs of frequency, and so on. So don't worry. The same that I was telling you, the different type of a kind of adverbs that we are going to be having: time, frequency, place, manner, degree, and affirmation. Ooh, those. And here we have some examples with adverbs of time. I have heard this before. Adverbs of frequency. Remember that also we are going to be having certain rules in order to be talking about these ones. ¿De verdad? Yes. We are going to be having certain situations with this. With adverbs of frequency, remember that your adverb is going to be between the subject and the verb. But when we are talking with or about the verb to be, the adverb of frequency is going to be after the verb to be. Also, here with the adverbs, we are going to be having certain rules, okay? Sometimes the adverbs of time, or most of the times, the adverbs of time are going to be going at the end, okay? Excellent. Manners and so on, depending the sentence that you are going to be creating, depending what you are going to be mentioning. But let me tell you that with adverbs of frequency and adverbs of time, they are going to use to have a very specific place into the sentence. Well, aquí viene how we are going to be placing the adverbs. Todo va así saliendo poco a poquito. Placement of adverbs. Placement of adverbs, what are those? Here we go. Remember that adverbs, we are going to be having some adverbs that are going to be helping us in order to start or begin the sentence or the clause. We are going to be having this. We are going to be having connecting adverbs like consequently, however, next, still, then, and so on. Okay. I did not care for the tone. However, I let it go. I let it go. That was the medieval section of the museum. Next, we have the Industrial Revolution. When we are going to be having some connecting adverbs, we are going to be using them with the next, okay, with the next clause that we are going to be having. The connecting adverbs are going to be there. But when we have adverbs of time, we are going to be having them at the beginning or after the verb to be. Tomorrow, I am leaving for Calcutta. Okay. Sometimes we feel as if we do not belong in this group. Oh, perfect. We feel sometimes as we don't belong to its groups. The meaning that we are going to be having is not pretty different, but be careful. Some of them we are not going to be have them in certain places. Well, when we are going to be connecting, the adverbs are going to be at the beginning or at the middle. But also we are going to be having other kind of adverbs. When we are going to be having, some adverbs in the middle. Focusing adverbs. Adverbs of frequency often, rarely, never, always. You are always late. What I was telling you, your adverb of frequency is going to be after the verb to be. And if we don't have the verb to be, after the pronoun, okay? And the adverbs of certainty, for example, perhaps, probably, certainly, maybe, so on, are going to be also in the middle. I will probably be absent, okay? So adverbs of frequency, adverbs of certainty, and also adverbs of comment are going to be at the middle. When you want to connect to clauses, the adverbs are going to be at the beginning, but when you want to connect two clauses or two sentences, okay? Okay, when you want to connect two sentences or clauses, the adverbs are going to be at the beginning. When you want to be talking about frequency, certainty, or with adverbs of comment, those adverbs are going to be at the middle. For example, comments, adverbs of comments, adverbs that are used to express opinions such as smartly, responsibly, intelligently, and so on. They are going to be also at the middle. For example, he acted responsibly by informing the authorities about the wallet that he had found. The adverb is going to be in the middle. Or also, we are going to be having some adverbs that are going to be used to end sentences or clauses. We are going to be having the adverbs of manner that are going to be at the end. But the adverbs of manners are going to be used in order to express or describe how something is done. For example, correctly. He wrote the answer correctly. When you are going to be finishing a sentence or a clause, these kind of adverbs are going to be at the end of the sentence. The adverbs of place also. We are going to be using them in order to describe the place where an event occurs, is occurring, or will be occurring. For example, my father is sleeping upstairs. Oh, is sleeping upstairs. Where? Upstairs. Don't you know that upstairs is going to be an adverb? Indeed, yes. Upstairs is going to be also an adverb. Strange, but it's truth. Or adverbs of time. Adverbs of time are going to be helping us to find different ways to end sentences or clauses. For example, I leave tomorrow afternoon. That's going to be an adverb of time. What do you think? Was it easy or difficult? So, right? That is going to be the placement of adverbs. But I know that we are going to be having a lot of rules related to this topic. I know. But don't worry, because we are going to be practicing each one of them. For the moment, it was super necessary that you could know what was an adverb, what kind of adverb we know, and how we are going to be using them on place. Where is going to be the place that they are going to be having in or on the clauses. Well, also, let me give you this position for the adverbs. Yes, the adverbs of frequency at the beginning, the adverbs that are going to be at the beginning are the adverbs of frequency. Adverbs of manner. adverbs of time or place or adverbs of certainty. Those are going to be the adverbs that are going to be at the beginning of the sentence or clause. If you are going to be having adverbs at the middle of the sentence or in a mid position, you are talking about the adverbs of frequency always, depending what we are going to be saying, the adverbs of manner, the adverbs of time, the adverbs of certainty, and adverbs of degree. Those are going to be the adverbs that we are going to be having. Mid position. Okay, but Miss, are we going to be reviewing all these adverbs? Yes, depending how we are going to be making use of this. Adverbs of frequency. Depending the situation. Sometimes I see him at the supermarket, or he always has. But if we are going to be having the verb to be, remember that after the verb to be, we are going to be writing the adverbs. Oh, before no, before no, never ever, because before the verb to be, you cannot have anything, no, ever, never. Adverbs of manner again in the mid position. Yes, that could it be possible. That's going to be great. Also adverbs of time or adverbs of certainty. But adverbs of degree are not going to be at the front position. They are going to be just in the mid position. I can hardly believe you said that. Those are going to be the adverbs of degree. Oh my goodness, Miss, but this is a kind of difficult. I know, no, it's not so difficult. We are going to be reviewing and practicing and practicing and practicing. Don't worry. Also, we are going to be having some adverbs that are going to be at the end position. Really, at the end position, yes. We are going to be having one more time the adverbs of frequency that could be at the end of the sentence. The adverbs of manner that could be at the end of the sentence also. Adverbs of time that are going to be at the end of the sentence also. But say goodbye to the adverbs of certainty or degree because they are not going to be at the end position, never ever. Okay, just adverbs of place are going to be allowed here. Bring the boxes here. That's where we are going to be talking with this and how. No, don't worry about adverbs of frequency because you can be using them in different positions, okay? Also adverbs of manners and adverbs of time. Sometimes adverbs of certainty, but adverbs of degree just in the mid position. And adverbs of certainty are not going to be never, ever at the end position. That is going to be the position that we are going to be having for the adverbs. Oof. What do you think? I told you that we were going to be starting with other topics that they are going to be easy, but also they are kind of necessary for us. ¿Para qué me va a servir? Para que podamos hablar de una manera correcta y saber qué es un adverbio, qué adverbios podemos utilizar y dónde los vamos a estar utilizando también. No, as I was telling you, we are going to be having different adverbs about how, where, when, why, and about frequency. No, and I know that you know a lot of them. For example, soon, today, yesterday, in a minute, before sunset at 5 o'clock. Those are pretty known for you. Where we are going to be having a lot of prepositions there, no? How? Cheerfully, painfully, that generally we are going to be having li at the end. We are going to be talking about that suffixes and prefixes. Why? Giving reasons. Because as everyone, for peace, because, as Peter, or frequency that they are pretty famous, sometimes every week, every year, every month, twice, even twice a week. Could it be a frequency adverb? Ooh, here I have some example of these that are going to be some adverbs that we are going to be having. No, adverbs of time. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, talking about the weather. I will certainly take an umbrella with me on Monday. Ooh, it will probably be cloudy on Tuesday. Adverse of possibility. On Wednesday, I will definitely go swimming. Excellent. Those are going to be some examples of some adverbs that we are going to be having. What do you think? Excellent. Adverbs of certainty. Easy or difficult? What do you think about this? We are going to be practicing with this. As I told you, it is not a kind of difficult because you know a lot of words. The difficult part could it be, for example, the position that they are going to be having, and also the types of adverbs that we are going to be having. Okay, it is not super duper necessary to say, oh, this is an adverb of time and place of manner. Yes, it is important, but you are not going to be failing if you don't remember each type of adverbs. But it is super important that you can have vocabulary focus on those adverbs, and also that you can know how or when and where we are going to be making use of them. Yes, they are pretty important. The name is, in this moment, it's not super important for me. Like, please tell me 5 adverbs of manner. 5? No. First of all, we are going to start understanding this, and then we are going to be suffering with each type of adverb because we are going to be having different examples, different exercises related to them. Oof. Oh my goodness. What do you think about this topic? We were going to be talking about future perfect, but I think that tomorrow we are going to be having the opportunity. What questions do you have? What situations? Let me know. Please be confident. Let me know if I'm going too fast, too slow. If you have other questions, other situations, if you have more examples, if you need more examples, sorry. If we should be repairing this, so on. Surely, as so on, we are going to be helping you. Okay, as always, it was a real pleasure to have you here. I hope to see you soon. And any question, please let me know. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.